Well, hello all. Welcome to the channel Awakening Dawn. How are you guys doing? So this video I'm bringing to you is I've been talking about it on some videos that I've already launched the channel, Journaling with JE. So I said that I would put a video out on Journaling with JE because we want to talk about journaling with me while you are listening to a reading, okay? Or there may be a message that I may put out, like when I did some of the retrograde videos. I'm talking about journaling those videos. When I do the law of attraction videos, I talked about journaling that video. There's other videos that I may put out, or if there's a reading that I put out, I may say journal that message, because that's something that I'm feeling spiritually that you need to connect with and to journal. So some people may say, how do you journal? Journaling is just writing down either what you're feeling or what you're hearing. Okay, it's just that simple. What you're hearing and what you're feeling. So if you're listening to the message, I would take key points to you. Everyone's different. I would take key factors to what you're hearing and write them down, and then what you feel on that message. And then there will be times when I'm going to come back on the channel, I'm going to say, go and read your journal. There will be times I may say, go read your journal, because when you come out of that, you're going to learn something from what you journal. That's the whole thesis behind journaling. You learn something from what you journal. You'll see your growth. You'll see your growth. Sometimes people say, I don't see my growth. I don't see my potential. You may learn something out of your journaling experience. So I would love for all those that follow me on the Essence of Love Awakening Dawn channels to start this process. And then we're going to be doing some exercises during the journaling experience. Okay. So definitely, beloved, take the time to get a journal, any type of journal that you may want. I may have one of mine. I have many. I have many. So let me see if there's one over here. Yep. Nope, it's not. Yep, it is. It is here. Okay, so I have many, and this is one, Free Spirit. But you can get a journal from anywhere. And just writing in this journal, I'm writing in my journal. You could date it. You could, whatever you want to do. And I would say write in your journal every day. You could just start writing in your journal every day. You can get two journals, one for your daily and one for JE. Okay, so your daily journal would be in the mornings when you get up and you take your time, the new dawn, that new awakening. I want us to get in the habit of getting up in that window of the new dawn. And that's when the sun is starting to rise. And that new dawn, that quiet time I want you to spend with spirit, with yourself. And this is the time when your consciousness, your higher self, and we're going to talk about it more, not in this video, but we're going to get into it. But your higher self, your awakening, and you have that moment of truth, that moment of quietness, that sacred time. And maybe write down your thoughts. Your thoughts are your thoughts. So I can't tell you specifically what to write, but in that window, that new dawn, that new horizon, that new morning, that new day, come on, that new beginning, that new breath of fresh air. Yes, come on now. What you're thinking at that moment. This is before you drink. You give God thanks, of course, but then before you drink, before you start your day, start your routine, just even if it's one sentence, whatever comes to mind. And then before you go to bed, beloved, if you want to write something in your journal, but especially in that new dawn, that new window, I want you to start that. And then, of course, when I say journal this, journal that, I want you to journal. So without further ado, this is the beginning of our journaling experience, but I'm going to do a message in this journaling experience. I was going to timestamp. If someone wants to timestamp this video, be my guest to timestamp this video. I hope to bring you a message every month. This is something for you to work on. This is something for you. Everyone is not going to resonate with this message, but I asked Spirit, what do you want me to share with the people? So this is not zodiac specific, but if some signs come out, I will share it in this reading. But take the message if it applies to your life. But definitely if you hear me on the readings saying, journal this. There's a reason behind it, okay? So hopefully that makes sense. We're gonna get this right. We're gonna get this right. Hopefully that makes sense, beloved. So that you know, so that you see your growth. That's what it's all about. You see your growth. You start to heal, especially if you feel overwhelmed. You feel, perplexed. You feel a certain kind of way. You feel unloved. You feel like you don't belong. This is an opportunity for you to start feeling like you have a community, you have support, you have the Awakening Dawn community that is supporting you. So let's get into it. We're going to say, I'm going to timestamp it at 5:45. Okay, so this is going to be 5:45. I'm going to timestamp the introduction to this reading. Okay, so the first card, I'm going to tell you all the cards that came out, okay, as I shuffled. So I shuffled, and all the cards that came out is the Justice, okay? Then you have the Seven of Wands. Then you have the World card. You have crowning your reading, the Six of Cups. You have the Outcome, the Fool. You have additional card at the bottom of the deck, the Magician, okay? So let's start with the Magician, and then we're going to talk about the Justice. So the Magician talks about articulating the skill, mastering something. So some of you may be wanting to master something in your life, okay? There may be something that you might have wanted to master in your life. And some of you could be, I'm getting two messages with this, but the Magician talks about starting something new and trying to master it. So there may be some of you out there that's trying to master something in your life, okay? And this could be some type of invention, or it could be a book, it could be a business, it could be a clothing line, okay, a website. Even if you're working, you may be trying to master something new. So there's some of you that is trying to master something in your life. This is a creative endeavor. This is something that you're trying to create. I'm also feeling like some of you are trying to present something to a company, like you want someone to invest in your business, your company of some sort. Some of you may be in that bracket where you want someone to invest in your business. The Magician also can talk about feeling, tricked, or feeling somewhat like betrayed of some sort. So, some of you may be feeling that. But I do feel like for this message with this Magician is talking about something new that you're trying to create, something new that you're trying to manifest, something new that you're trying to build, or you want some sort of investment. And you're clarifying it's the Ace of Wands. So I do feel like for some of you that are getting ready to, you're planning something, you're trying to create something, you're trying to manifest something, this is a good month to work on that. So this is a good thing to journal. What this is you're trying to create. What are you trying to manifest? What are you trying to build? What is it that you want someone to see? What do you want someone to invest? You want someone to invest in a creative endeavor. And your spiritual message behind this, beloved, is let's see, the spiritual message you have is the support card, your support to this, okay? And then we're going to pull one from the bottom as to what you need to work on to make this a reality, okay? So your spiritual message is the Ten of Michael. The Ten of Michael is saying a situation has ended and you're finally free. New opportunities of happiness will now follow. Put the past behind you. So maybe some of you had blocks in this business opportunity, this adventure, this endeavor, and maybe now you'll see a sense of where you can move past this. You can start to relook at things, okay, in this business. What's helping you is the Queen of Michael. So you have the Ten of Michael and the Queen of Michael. The Queen of Michael says, know that you're brilliant, self-reliant, insightful, humorous. You know exactly what to do, the benefit of experience, a time of your career rather than relationships. So now it's time for some of you to refocus on this business adventure. Some of you need to refocus on your business adventure. Some of you need to relook at things in your business. Maybe look at replanning this situation. Go back to the blueprint of your business, your idea. relook at it, because this is a good opportunity or time for you to birth. So what I would journal in your book, I'm not going to tell you specifically what to journal, but what I would journal is maybe relooking at this idea, the concept of something that you're trying to create or master. And make sure you have all your I's dotted, your T's crossed. Maybe you had blocks. Maybe you were one that had blocks in this, and now it's time to move forward. Pick up the pieces again and move forward. I talked about this in I think the Jupiter retrograde reading, in the Pluto retrograde reading, where some of us, out of this COVID-19, out of this experience, will manifest inventions. So some of you, this may be a good time for you to look at that. Now, talking about the Justice card, this is some of you where you may be needing to find balance in your life. This also can be dealing with karma. You may feel like there's karma. You're dealing with karma. Some of you may be trying to balance things in your life. Also, this talks about finding truth to situations. Some of you may be feeling a sense of where you're having to guard yourself a lot during this time, during this year, the 2020 season, from January on up until May. You may have felt like you had to protect yourself, guard yourself, defend yourself. And this is of your truth. So there's a group of you out there, it's like you felt from January, and it could be before January, but we're going to talk about right now in this year. 2020, you may have felt like you've had to guard yourself, protect yourself, defend yourself against something. And this is with your truth, your own belief, your own truth, right? Like you've had to defend yourself. Some of you may have felt like you've had to defend yourself with, when it comes down to past situations, a childhood maybe even, your perspective on the world. Some of you may have had to defend yourself on this, okay? Yeah, I feel like a group of you may have had to defend yourself when it comes down to a situation in the world, your truth. You've had to defend yourself in what you believe. You've had to defend yourself against your past, maybe on your childhood. For some of you, your childhood, you had to defend, like you may be like, I was the child and I had to defend myself. Some of you are that person. Some of you with this, let me show you what I see here. The Justice, the Seven of Wands, and the Six of Cups. Some of you had to defend yourself against your childhood. Some of you you may be going to court for custody right now. Some of you may be also defending yourself against a relationship, like you had to protect yourself against a relationship. This could be love. This could be family. This could be, I'm feeling love and family, okay? Your truth against someone's system, but that system is coming to a culmination because you guys are taking back your power. But even in that, it brought on a struggle. It may have even ended relationships, okay, or brought some type of turbulence to the relationship. So for that group of people, I would say I would be journaling the turbulence that it brought to you. What made you decide to end that situation? What was your truth? What was your truth? What made you decide to end that situation? And in that, I see where you put an end to things, okay? You put an end to things because it's like, why should I have to defend myself? And some of you in this, you started a new journey. Like you're off on a new quest. So there's a group of you out there that you've had to defend yourself against someone, maybe even since your childhood. Yeah, maybe since your childhood. Some of you may be trying to get custody of a child. I would journal that experience. Some of you may have won a battle in court and you have custody. Some of you may have also went through a divorce, a separation. I'm hearing and feeling. You might have went through a separation or divorce. Okay, so I would journal that experience. So the experience, and then the help card for this group of viewers. What would you like to share to this community? to this community. There's different communities here. Like there's so many different communities, and we will be going on and on and on and on and on. But I'm going to try to keep this short for the next this first video. Okay, this is the first journaling with JE where I'm actually reading cards and seeing messages here for you to start a journaling. And what group do you fit in? Okay, this is for you. But then there will be times where we'll be doing some other exercises. I like to do exercise, so we'll be doing some exercises. I also plan to do some meditation exercises to some of these journaling experiences. So this channel is definitely different, beloved, from my Essence of Love, because all we're talking about is love relationships. But on this channel, we're talking about life, true life experiences, what's going on in life, what you're experiencing, okay, in life. So the experience you have is the Seven of Gabriel. And Gabriel is saying, stand up for what you believe in. Have confidence. Claim your personal power. Now, how befitting to this, okay? So there's some of you, you had to defend yourself. What did I just say? You had to defend yourself. You might have been guarded. You had to protect yourself. You might have felt guarded against a situation. You had to speak your truth. You had to find balance in a situation. Maybe since your childhood, maybe there was a custody battle, maybe there was a divorce of some sort for some of you. So I would journal that experience, okay? I would journal that experience. And then the help card you have is the Ace of Gabriel. This is talking about new beginnings now. You went through, the 7 talks about hardships, awakening, okay? So you had the 7 of Gabriel, which talks about awakening. I apologize for the background noise. They're doing the yard out there. The 7 talks about awakening, being aware, alert. You know, you made an act on something, right? And then the Ace of Gabriel is a new experience, new beginning. So it says a gift of passion, opportunity, inspiration, the chance to be something amazing, a sense of wonder. Absolutely. Especially with this Fool card. It's like, now I get it. Now I know what I need to do in order to start a new quest, new journey in my life, a new experience in my life. So that's what I would journal. If this resonates with you, we have 2 messages so far. Actually, we have a few. So we have this, some of you are working on an experience, a creation, an investment, an invention, or an invention, or an experience, a business, something that you put down, but now you had blocks in that. Now you're picking it back up, okay? And then I have a group of you where you've had to defend yourself against your truth, against something, your truth, whether this was a divorce, whether this was a childhood experience, whether this was a relationship that just, you had battles in this, so you had to defend yourself in your truth, okay? And then this last one we're going to talk about is some of you with the 6 of, I'm going to say the 6 of Cups, the World card, and the Fool card. This is in a past relationship, a past love that you may be finally breaking away from. Like you held on to this past love for a long time. The world can be 10 years or so. You held on to this past love for a long time. And now you're moving on from this. You finally decided to let go. You finally decided to let go of this relationship, because maybe you've been holding on for this experience for a long time. So there's a group of you out there. You've been holding on to a past relationship for some time now. Okay. Do I have it out? No. So you've been holding on to this past relationship for some time. Yes, I do. And you wanted this relationship with the 6 of Cups. You might have thought about this person, wanted to be with this person. But now you finally figured out, I'm going to let go. I'm letting go of this, okay? And some of you may be experiencing this during this Venus retrograde. This Venus is going in retrograde. So if you haven't listened to that video, make sure you check that out. Where you finally decide to cut ties with someone, and you finally decide to, move on to your own experience. Yes, because you may feel like this person, you keep offering, but maybe this person is just not accepting the offer. It's like they take an offer, is what I'm feeling here. Thank you, Spirit. They're taking the offer that you're offering, but they're not turning this knight into a queen nor a king. Even the ace. They're not turning that knight into a king or a queen or the ace. They're not taking that offer and doing anything with it, right? They're not doing anything with it. So then it makes you feel a certain kind of way. You get back into this isolation type state of mind. So some of you, you're finally breaking free of a toxic relationship, of a relationship that may have been going on for some time. Yeah, you're finally breaking free of a relationship. Yeah, you're finally breaking free, beloved. So the issue and the helping card. All right, thank you. All right, that flew out. I don't know if y'all saw it, but it flew out, honey. I'm going to pull an extra. All right. So this is the helping card. So then in this one, you have the one that flew out, justice. How befitting. Yeah, it's like, I'm awakened now. I'm awakened. This is the 7 talks about awaken. 8, you have awoke. You are woke now. You're conscious, you know, and now you're balanced in your life. You're balanced in your life. Fight for justice and equality. Rulings made in your favor. Don't give up. It's like, okay, now I get it. Now I understand, you know. Then you have 4 of Gabriel. Time for celebration. Abundant rewards from hard work. Release yourself from burdensome situations. How befitting. It's like, okay, finally I get it. Finally I get it. Finally I get it. I need to let go and move on. The helping card you have is the Page of Ariel. Ariel is a healer, because Ariel is saying, you know, you are reliable, clever. Every time I'm trying to do a reading, they want to do the yard. You hear that? You're reliable, you're clever, you're educated, you're balanced. An excellent opportunity will be offered to you. You know, now it's like you freed yourself from a burdensome situation. Or once you actually do this, it's like you're going to feel a sense of relief. You're going to feel a sense of relief, and then you will be on a new quest with this Fool card. You will be on this new quest. Okay? So which experience are you? Which situation are you? You know, are you option 1? Are you situation story number 1, where you put down a creation, an invention, or you learning something and maybe you struggled with it, but it's a time for you to master this or relook at an invention? Are you story number 2, where you've had to defend yourself against your truth? Maybe some of you have gone through a separation, a divorce. Maybe you won a custody battle, or you're going through a custody battle. Maybe you've had to defend yourself since your childhood. Maybe you're breaking free of someone's beliefs. Which story are you? The world. And then the third one is where some of you have been in this long-term relationship where you've offered, and the person takes the offer, but they do nothing with the offer. Which option are you? Which option are you? So this is what I would journal. And this is for the month of May. And I plan to bring another journaling exercise in June. Be well, guys. Take care.